I'm going to show you how to create a common potion ingredient, beetle eyes. The things we will need to create our beetle eyes is one glass bottle, and I'm using one that has a glass stopper. We're going to use some black glass seed beads, and I'm using the smallest size I could find. We're going to use a funnel to assist with filling. I'm going to be using a 1-inch paper punch to help cut out the tags, but by all means you could definitely just cut it out with scissors. We're also going to need scissors for a couple other things. You will need a black Sharpie, a small hole punch, and gray jute twine, as well as our labels printed on sticker paper, and the link for these is in the description down below. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our bottle and fill it up with our little glass beads. And I have my funnel on standby in case these beads decide they're going to go everywhere, but I'm afraid the funnel might stop up with the beads, so we're just going to see how it does pouring. I don't want to fill this all the way up. I want you to be able to see that there's a line of them in there. So I'm kind of thinking that might be good. Let's see what it looks like with the stopper on there. I could probably go just a smidge higher. Okay, I think that's good. And we only had one rogue bead, so not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to cap my little beetle eyes up. If this is going to be around kids or anything like that, or if you're accident prone, I would highly recommend gluing this in with some super glue or E6000 glue. You can kind of push it in and twist, and that kind of helps lock the stopper on there a little bit more, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a safety precaution so you don't have little tiny seed beads all over. The next thing I'm going to do is take my gray jute cording, and we are going to wrap the neck of our bottle, just like we've done hundreds of other bottles before this. I love the way it just adds a nice rustic quality to it and just kind of finishes the neck of a bottle. Now that the neck of our bottle is wrapped, we're going to place our label on the bottle, and I have gone around the outside edge of the label with a matching marker, which in this case is a black Sharpie, just like I normally do, because it just gives it a finished look and really helps make your tags look nicer. So on these bottles, there's a little seam on the side, and not that it's super noticeable, but I don't want that to be in the front, so I'm going to make sure that those are off to the side. And we're just going to line it up. Okay, and because of the shape of the bottle of this one, because it kind of goes in towards the bottom, you're going to get a little bit of an optical illusion, and because the walls of the glass are thicker. So it's going to look like your tag is curving up a little bit on either side, but it's actually straight. So I think that's going to be pretty good for that. Beetle eyes are a pretty common ingredient in potion making, and it's fairly affordable because they are beetle eyes. So it is said that a scoop of beetle eyes is 5 nuts. So I went ahead and made a 5-nut sticker. I made a Cooking and Craft Chick Apothecary Diagon Alley London little sticker here, and then I have a beetle. So what I'm planning on doing with these is I'm going to put the beetle up on top of the bottle on the lid. And then I would like to make a little hanging price tag that has the Cooking and Craft Chick Apothecary on one side and 5 nuts on the other, and we're going to actually hang it off of the bottle. So to make the little tag, I also cut out a circle of just some regular cardstock to give it a little bit more rigidity, so then that way when I punch a hole through it and put some jute twine to hang it, it will withstand a little bit better. It's not going to just fall apart and look flimsy. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my stickers to my piece of cardstock here. And again, I punched these out with my 1-inch punch, but by all means you can cut it out with scissors. I just find my little 1-inch punch to be an awesome thing that I added to my craft supplies years ago, and I use it all the time. I have a 1-inch and a 1.5-inch, and they are super useful. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down. I'm going to peel the back off of this one. Now, it's going to be really important that I line the back side up the same way as the front so that if the tag flips, it's not going to be off kilter. So I'm just going to make sure that I have it straight, and yes, I do. And I'm going to stick this on. And we should have our little 5 nuts price tag. Perfect. And to give this a little bit more of a finished look, I think I'm going to go around the outside edge of all of this with a black Sharpie so it kind of ties into the main tag. Okay, so I've gone around the outside edge with my black marker, and now I'm going to go ahead and punch a little hole in the top of the tag. And I love this hole punch. It's smaller than a regular one, which is usually pretty perfect for most of these things. Okay, and I've punched my little hole. Perfect. And we're going to use our gray jute twine once again. And I'm actually going to loop the end here and stick the loop through. So that I can hold the tag in place. Okay, so now I'm just going to tie this around the bottle like it's a little price tag that would be in Diagon Alley, ready to shop. And I'm just going to tie a simple knot. And make sure that it's hanging where I'd like it to. I think that's pretty good. I might tighten it just a little. Yeah, I think that's good. We're going to go ahead and cut the strings. Then we've got our little price tag on there. And now I'm going to add my beetle to the top of the stopper. So as you can see, my stopper says 60 milliliters on the top. And it should still stick okay. I'm going to just really rub it down. But the 1 inch fits pretty well in the center of the little circle on here. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down really good. You can't even see the little 60 milliliters on there, so that looks good. And we can cap this up. And again, if you push it in and then you give it a little bit of a turn, it kind of helps lock it in place. But again, feel free to glue that down if it's going to be anywhere near someone that could dump all of these little beetle eyes all over the ground. And once we get all of our little embellishments on here, we have a very simple, easy bottle of beetle eyes. And I love the little beetle on the top. And once all of our embellishments are placed on our bottle, there you have it, our Beetle Eyes potion ingredient straight from Diagon Alley. This will be a great addition to our potion prop collection we've made along the way. So if you guys like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.